Hui, aloha mai kākou, o wau ke ia o Manu Boyd. My name is Manu Boyd, class of 1980, celebrating Alumni Week 2020. All right. Our subject today is Hoʻokipa. And Hoʻokipa is Hawaiian hospitality. That is a trait of our kupuna that is really unequaled anywhere in the world. We are so welcoming. As Hawaiians, we're taught to always be prepared for guests to come in, always have mea inu, mea ai, drinks or food, always open your house to bring people in, whether they're family or people you don't even know. There's a story that I remember from one of our early Kamehameha graduates. Her name was, and she was a beautiful singer, and she still lives up at upcountry Maui, Emma Viri. Her mother, Nana Viri, wrote a book that was called Change We Must. In that book, she has a particular scenario that she remembers as an 8-year-old girl. So Nana Viri, who wrote the book as a kupuna, is now 8 years old. They lived at Pu'uloa. Pu'uloa is the old name for Pearl Harbor. And so her grandmother, so this is it's got to be in the early 20th century, possibly the late 19th century, was told that strangers were going to be coming by the house. In Hawaiian style, and we can't necessarily do those kinds of things these days, but she knew that poe marihini, strangers or those who are unfamiliar with the land area were coming by, and so she prepared. She had some mea ai, just pupu, little bit of probably some fish or maybe some dry aku, dry ahi, and some vai hui hui, some cold water. And meanwhile, the grandmother is being watched by her granddaughter, her mo'opuna, and her mo'opuna sees strangers come up to the lanai, and her grandmother, welcomes them in. Hui, e komo mai. Hui, come inside and let me know your name. Let me know your family. Who is your kupuna? Who are your ancestors? And they have a short conversation. And meanwhile, the young granddaughter is watching her grandmother interact with strangers. And after an hour or so, and having some vai, some cold water to enjoy, the strangers leave. And so the mo'opuna, or the granddaughter, says while the dogs are barking in the background, and she says to Tutu, dokeaha oa I hoʻokipa mai ala kou, he poʻe marihini wale no ke la. Why, Tutu, did you just invite them in? And because we don't even know who they are, and yet the mo'opuna, the granddaughter, was observing. And Tutu says to her mo'opuna, the grandmother says to her granddaughter, because in every person is akua. God dwells within everyone. And we always have to treat people kindly and expect them, and whether they do well or do good or not so good people, they have akua within them. And that is how Nana Viri, in her book, Change We Must, written many years ago, and her daughter, Emma Viri, who still lives on the slopes of Haleakala, lives by that rule. Treat everyone kindly. Hoʻokipa, hospitality, is a Hawaiian foundational trait, and we honor our ancestors by being kind to others. Ano laila, ke aloha nui a kākou a pau. Happy Alumni Week. I'm so happy to be here with you. Ke aloha.